It's a Tuesday, 9:47 p.m. You're at your kitchen table. The dishes from dinner are still in the sink. Your laptop is open. Your phone buzzes. Stripe notification. $497. New customer. That's the eighth one this week. You do the math in your head. You've done it 100 times now. 47 customers. Average $213 a month. You crossed $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue yesterday afternoon while you were buying eggs at the grocery store. You close the laptop. Then you open it again. You stare at the number. It doesn't feel real. It feels like a typo someone's about to correct. 6 months ago, you were sitting in this exact chair, in this exact kitchen, watching a YouTube video about AI side hustles. You had $43 in your checking account and 3 days until payday. You thought, maybe, just maybe, you'd try something. You opened Claude. You typed, "Help me figure out what to sell." That was the first conversation. There have been thousands since. You wake up Wednesday morning and the number is bigger. While you were sleeping, 2 more customers signed up. One of them is in Australia. You've never been to Australia. Someone in Sydney just paid you $300 because Claude wrote them a marketing report at 4 a.m. their time and you don't even know their name yet. You make coffee. You sit back down at the laptop. The dashboard is open. $10,847 in MRR. You start to feel something strange. It's not excitement. It's quieter than that. It's the first time in your adult life that money has shown up without you trading hours for it. Your phone rings. It's your mom. You tell her about the number. She says, "That's nice, honey," in the voice she uses when she doesn't fully understand but wants to be supportive. She asks if you're still going to keep your job. You don't answer. You haven't decided yet. You hang up and stare out the window. The neighbor's dog is barking at a squirrel. Somewhere, a kid is yelling. Life looks completely normal. But yours just changed, and nobody walking by would ever know. You go back to the laptop. There's an email from a customer. Subject, "Urgent, can we hop on a call?" Your stomach drops. This is the moment where everything falls apart, you think. This is the customer who figured out it's just one person and Claude. This is the refund. This is the chargeback. This is the bad review that ends everything. You open the email. It says, "I just wanted to thank you. The report you sent last week helped me close a $48,000 deal. I'm doubling my plan. Send me the invoice." You read it 3 times. You close the laptop. You walk to the bedroom. You sit on the edge of the bed. You don't cry exactly, but something behind your eyes is doing something you don't have a word for. You go back to work. There's no time for whatever that was. Thursday, you onboard a new customer at lunch. You eat a sandwich with one hand and paste their company info into Claude with the other. By 1 p.m., their first report is drafted. By 1:15, you've reviewed it. By 1:20, it's sent. They pay $400 a month for what took you 33 minutes to deliver. You think, this can't be legal. It is. You check twice. You think, this can't last. Maybe. Maybe not. You think, I should hire someone. You're not ready yet. Friday afternoon, your boss asks you to stay late for a meeting that could have been an email. You sit in the conference room watching him talk about Q4 targets. You're nodding. You're making notes. You're thinking about the 4 new leads sitting in your inbox. You realize, halfway through his presentation, that you make more from your side thing in a week than he pays you in a month. You don't tell him. You don't tell anyone. You go home. You eat cold leftovers standing over the sink. You open Claude. You ask it to draft 3 onboarding emails for the new leads. It does. You tweak them. You send them. By Sunday, 2 of the 3 sign up. Your MRR is now $11,420. You start having a recurring thought. It comes at strange times. In the shower. While brushing your teeth. Driving to work. The thought is, what would I do if I just stopped going? Stopped going to the office. Stopped commuting. Stopped sitting in meetings where nothing gets decided. Just stopped. You do the math on a napkin at a diner one Saturday. If you replace your salary, you have an extra 50 hours a week. 50 hours. That's another full-time job's worth of life. You could spend it growing the business, or you could spend it on your kid, or on sleeping, or on nothing. The freedom is bigger than the money. You're starting to understand that, but you don't quit. Not yet. Because here's what nobody tells you about crossing $10,000 a month. You don't trust it. You keep waiting for the floor to drop out. You keep checking the dashboard at midnight to make sure the number hasn't disappeared. You keep refreshing Stripe like it might lie to you. Your friend from college calls. He wants to grab beers. You go. He talks about his promotion. He's making $94,000 now. He's proud. You smile and congratulate him and order another round. You don't tell him you crossed $11,000 in monthly recurring this week. You don't tell him you're going to clear $130,000 a year from a service that runs while you sleep. You don't tell him that the work happens on a laptop and a $20 a month tool, and that you do it in pajamas. You don't tell him because you know exactly how it will sound. He drops you off at home. You sit in the driveway for a minute after he drives away. The porch light is on. Your apartment is the same apartment. The car is the same car. Nothing visible has changed. You go inside. You open the laptop. 2 new customers signed up while you were at the bar. A month passes. Then another. The number keeps climbing. $12,000. $14,000. $16,000. You finally hire someone. A virtual assistant in the Philippines named Joanne. She handles the onboarding emails and the customer questions and the small things that used to eat your evenings. You pay her $1,200 a month. She thinks it's a great job. You think she's the most valuable person in your life right now. You and Joanne never meet in person. You probably never will. But she knows your customers' names better than you do. You quit your job on a Wednesday morning. Your boss looks confused. He asks if you got another offer. You say yes. You don't elaborate. He asks where. You say, for myself. He doesn't really know what to do with that answer, so he wishes you luck and shakes your hand, and you walk out at 10:43 a.m. and you don't ever go back. You drive home in the middle of the day. The roads are empty. The light feels different at this hour. You realize you've spent your entire adult life never seeing 10 a.m. on a Wednesday from anywhere except an office. You get home. You sit at the kitchen table. The same kitchen table. The dishes from breakfast are still in the sink. You open the laptop. You start working on the business. Not because you have to. Because you want to. There's a difference. You're just starting to learn the difference. 6 months after that first Stripe notification on a Tuesday night, you take a Tuesday off. The whole day. You don't open the laptop. You go for a long walk. You sit in a coffee shop and read a book for 3 hours. You text Joanne to check in. She tells you everything's running fine. You believe her. You walk home through a neighborhood you've lived in for years, but somehow never really seen. The business is making money without you today. The business will make money tomorrow too. The business made money last Tuesday, when you were sick and slept for 14 hours. The business made money on Christmas. The business made money on your birthday. You used to think wealth was a number in a bank account. Now you think wealth is a Tuesday afternoon that belongs to you. You get home. The kitchen is quiet. The laptop is closed. The phone is on the counter, face down. You make tea. You sit at the table. There's no Stripe notification right now. There will be one later. There will be one tomorrow. There will be one at 4 a.m. when someone in Australia signs up while you sleep. But right now, at 4:17 p.m. on a Tuesday in October, there's just you and a cup of tea. And a kitchen that's the same kitchen, but a life that isn't the same life. You sit with that for a while. Then you smile. You open the laptop.